Hi Cancer, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your free flowing intuitive reading, my friends. Please take it as it resonates. And I also, started shuffling as I'm reading on camera. So, yeah, so it's gonna take some time to get that card, but it's gonna be okay. Let's see what do you have for Cancer, what do you have for you, Cancer. We got Ace of Wands. We got Ace of Wands. I'm going to put it on the table. Let's see. You know what I'm feeling, Cancer? I'm feeling like irrespective of too much busyness, irrespective of... okay, I'm going to read this card because I'm getting messages before, and then I'm going to get other cards. Ace of Wands, I'm feeling like irrespective of... there is like a lot of things happening. You are not... there is like a lot of things, and I feel like these are positive things, or like things that needs your attention, that is ultimately good for you, but it needs your attention. It's need your time, but at the same time it feels like your table is kind of, your plate is kind of full. There is like a lot of things going on. It can be varied. It can be work related, it can be family living situation, it can be people coming and going, it can be many things that you are kind of pulling towards. And but all this, even though it feels like too busy around you all the time, you are like on the go all the time, you're on your toe, like going, moving, making sure this is happening, making sure that has been told, this is making sure this is bring get to home, all these other things, like. But there is you still can maintain a space within you which is just for yourself. It is like a space of emptiness, a space of void, which is filled by only your energy. And from that, because you can maintain that, like absence of actions, a space where there is no actions, only preserved for yourself, where you can just go. This is a space, whether it's a literal space in your house, on your work, on your neighborhood, or is this a mental space that you go where you don't entertain anyone. This is just for you. And because you can have that space, I really feel like you feel energized to tackle all this action, all these activities, all these responsibilities, all these things that coming to you, which you are very appreciative of, which you are very, I mean, it's kind of things that you need to do, whether you appreciate it or not. It's like a things that you need to do in order to really keep things together. But there is a space within you that is like only for yourself, and it's really good. It's making you feel, it's make it, that from that space you can plan what you can do next, what kind of creative adventure, what kind of practical endeavor you want to get into, and kind of take a risk and start something. Like, you have that space of isolation in your mind, just for yourself, and you can think through things. You can feel like, okay, I can charge myself off, even though I'm like running around doing all these things, getting involved in so many different aspects of my life with different people, different workload, different responsibilities. But there is this space that I feel like, what, I feel energized. There is a space for me where I can recharge my battery. And that is very good, because most of the time I feel like Cancer struggle to have that space for themselves, because they are just so attached with so many things, like it's very hard for Cancer to find that space for oneself. And so it's very nice to see that you are cultivating that space, and through that space you are able to make clear decision about big picture, like what you want to do, like if you want to go for a study, if you want to go for a PhD program, if you want to make these things more solid in terms of, relationship? Do you want to, like the big thing, do you want to write this book or article, or do you want to paint this picture? And finally, maybe having a small exhibition for your friends and family and local people, like something that is like a bigger picture that will actually boost your creativity, boost your confidence, boost your talent. And you find those inspiration from that space of isolation, the space that is only for yourself. Okay, so let's see what else we have. What else? We just only got one card. We're gonna have more, right? I'm really liking the color, the orange and yellow, and kind of shooting together into the void. Even though when you feel it's just you, but surroundings, your people around you, the things that you are got yourself involved with, they keep you busy. But at the same time, when you go to this space of isolation just for yourself, you still feel warmth from these connections that you are making, from this responsibility that you are sharing, from this work that you are contributing. Even though that kind of gives you a sense of warmth, that I'm getting. Oh my god, the moon, your Cancer, your sign. We got the moon here. Okay, I'm gonna keep it there. I feel like there is something before you couldn't really figure out what's going on, but I feel like something taking some kind of silhouette shape within the darkness. Moon is more, like lot of our emotion, we cannot process it immediately, even though we know I'm feeling something. I know it's like I'm feeling something, but like not everything is crystal clear, not everything is highly recognized or highly like immediately recognized or acknowledged by us, because emotion runs they we need time to really process those things in a very clear cut way. But I really feel like that there is something that is coming. There is like you started to see this started to see the shape of the things, like let's say and it could be things that you have on your mind that you have done, or kind of lingering in your psyche for years or maybe weeks or months, or something that you anticipate that is going to happen to you, something that is have a emotional lingering quality to it. But lingering is something that's almost like a mystical veil, not necessarily you understand thing, but I feel like something that coming to a front right now to you, and it kind of making its a shape kind of known to you. Do you like that shape? Not necessarily. Some of it the way you are the clarity is coming about, some of it is kind of harsh, some of it kind of sharp, some of it kind of very not, there is no cushion to really make it softer or gentle. So some of the fact or reality or understanding of certain emotion or action or previous or past emotion and action, it's some when you get the clarity, not necessarily it's all the plain pleasing. Oh, I feel like that, sometimes it feels a little biting, sometimes it feel like it's like gonna just gonna bite you, that kind of truth is not all the time very gentle here. So but they are showing up to you, let's get more card on this moon energy. And I really feel that this kind of little harshness or like a harsh quality of this revealing, you actually don't mind. It's not your favorite, but you are fine. You feel like I can coast through it, I can go through it. And you are very much aware that not everything gonna be very gentle and feathery and cushionery and nurturing. Nurture can come from sense of harshness as well, and you know that very well. So you are not tugging anything under the carpet just because you are uncomfortable of how it's shaping itself. So there is a sense of tenacity, sense of just going with it, sense of just, I'm just gonna see through it. That dedication, determination is there. And I also feel it's becoming very supportive of you, because you at least have that space of yourself. If you did not have that, and if you're completely swamped and engaged with doing things for others and for yourself, but constantly just doing, or engaging, activating, involving, I feel like if you did not have that empty space for yourself, you would have been much more overwhelmed by this harshness, or this, like a kind of cut edge shape that some emotional truth is taking. You kind of handle this uh, little a little cutthroat reality, because you know that you have a space for yourself where you can completely just go and just tune out all these things, and charge yourself, nurture yourself, and come back and face something. Oh, look at this, Seven of Wands, Seven of Wands. Yeah, that's exactly, like before I even got into this is the exact energy. You see that all these things, but there is this space of emptiness. We see this space of emptiness here. We see this space of emptiness here. You see that? And it's actually, that's exactly what I was trying to tell, that even though you are doing all these things, look at this, it's like there is a harshness, pokey, wandy kind of, naked branch kind of, like look at the trees during winter. I love it when there is no leaves. It has whole different beauty to it. But it's also some kind of raw, some kind of wild. The branches, it feels like, it's not like, it's not that, it's not about beauty, it's about some kind of raw truthfulness to it. And it's not comforting all the time, because there is like a cut and throat kind of energy to it. But you are really, because of this empty, so Cancer, I'm because this energy coming back again, I would really say, like, if no matter where you are, in this energy reading, but if you focus, maintain, no, like, try not to compromise to sacrificing this space for yourself, because this space, even though it's for yourself, is actually the central full energy, which is like kind of activating you to be on different energy. And those energy might not be too pleasurable to you, but it's giving you this sense of tenacity, sense of confidence, sense of vigor and perseverance, to just float with it, to just go with it, to just absorb it, to just bowling through it, however you are feeling this energy. So this maintaining this space for yourself, where you can go and recharge and recuperate, completely unload, just for yourself, nobody else, no matter how much you love, if it is your children, if it is your partner, if it is your whatever, your favorite author that you always carry everywhere, but this space is only for yourself. So as long as you maintaining that clear cut boundary and clear cut dedication to maintain this space, I really feel this is gonna really helpful. It's actually boosting your confidence, it's kind of warming you up from inside. It's like this a fire inside, this fire is not outside. You are not doing thing to please, or like shock people, or please people, or surprise people, or getting accolades and this and that. It's almost like it's like a burning inside, and it's giving you things that you need in order to do all these great things that you are planning to do, that you have an eye to do that. You are kind of, this is like you're taking care of your like inner indoor, before it become outdoor, or before it reflects in outdoor. Okay. Oh, so many cards, I'm not gonna take it, it's me bad shuffling. Daughter of Sword, in reverse. There is a there is something that you don't bite. Somebody may be telling you something about a truth, somebody may be telling you how your life is. There is some kind of, there is some kind of presence of like omnipresent, like I feel like you are very protective of your how you form truth within yourself about anything, about a person, about a such a situation, about a condition. And I really feel like you are kind of skeptical to like you can take other people's opinion, but you can listen to them, but you are not really, you are making your own judgment. There is like, I feel like that if some people, it doesn't matter who that person is, it could be very close to you and it can be completely stranger, but if they come to you with like a very like, oh, I know how you should be, I know how to get out of this maze, I know, I'm gonna tell you, even though they come from a very caring and wise angle, you are not ruffling any feathers, but you are not really taking their advice. You're listening to them for the sake of listening so that they don't get offended, or if you are into that kind of pleasing thing. But I really feel like there is a discord here, believing others truth or trying to letting other people tell you how to do things or how to be better, happier, or whatever phrase they use, so there is a skepticism here. There is a skepticism here. I'm gonna go deeper into this card, Daughter of Swords. Like, oh, Temperance in reverse just flew out. It's like so colorful. After all this, look at this, how colorful this card is. After all this 3 card is a very very self-acknowledging space. That space that is hidden from others. You are not telling others that you don't trust their truth, you don't need their truth, you don't need their omnipresence in your life, you can make up your own mind, you can come to your own truth, you can find your own way. You're not saying that. You're not showing other people that you are holding fire, that how these things warming you inside to be confident, to be really believe in yourself, to nurture yourself. You don't know how emotions are coming to you and ruffling your feathers and kind of making you feel uncomfortable because of this sharpness. This is something very inner world. All these things are inner going on, and then there is a Temperance in reverse, which is so colorful. It's like such a almost like a flush of life, almost like, oh, this is high, like. But because I really feel like you don't want to right now to be very present externally. I really feel like that. I really feel like you don't want to be too present externally. Somehow you feel like, you just need to do things like for privately, secretively, not in a bad way. Secret is not a bad. I think like this notion that everything has to be public and exposed and everybody should know everything. That is, I don't know what kind of culture is that. I don't comply with that. But I really feel like you are like, right now you're just, mine is mine, like my life is not everyone business. Like there is a certain sense of protectiveness I'm getting, and you are not really out in the public or doing something that will attract attention. You may not be even, like you are just doing you and really kind of taking it slow, not slow means not slow. You are just focused on yourself, focused on, like all these things are going on yourself within you, rather than exposing that to our outer self, communicating with others, or you're feeling like, okay, I'm gonna communicate this with others so that people can know what I'm going through. If they're going through the same thing, they, this kind of savory kind of like savior kind of mentality sometimes we find ourselves into. You are not really into that. You are not really trying to save anybody. You are not trying to communicate anything, like you are just really, like just with you. just with you, and focusing on how things are affecting you, how things are impacting you, what is there, like how to maneuver, what to absorb, how to learn, how to grow, how to adapt, how to, like all these kind of things, like trying to bring all these things together. With the temperance in the reverse, they're trying to tell me something, but I'm not really catching it somehow. There is something in this temperance card that they're trying to tell me, I'm telling you. But it's just coming into me such an abstract way. I'm pretty good at abstract. But something this is, there is also something that is not too clear to you. You may not be knowing, like I'm saying, oh, you want to do this, you want to do that, that's how you feel. Sometimes you really feel like that you really don't know why you don't want to put yourself out there right now, why you don't want to be, like this is the beginning of the year, everybody is hyped, like why you are like so preserved to yourself, why you are so private. Sometimes you may not understand, and you may not, it may feel like there is a lot of unanswered questions there, but it's like sometimes it may feel a little bit condensed and kind of dense to maneuver through. But with all this uncertainty and feelings, you still don't feel like, primarily you don't feel like you don't want to, there is nothing to exhibit for you, for anybody. So there is a social distance, like not like COVID distance, but like there is a protective privacy going on here. Okay, let's see. Oh, they also told me this temperance and the daughter of sword. I really feel like there is some kind of belief system, like something happened. This is almost like a parallel energy that I'm getting. Something happened in your life, and you really lost trust in others people opinion, others people way of you really doubt people's wisdom, whether they're truly wise, or they're just trying to cop out from something they heard on magazines, something they heard on TV, and kind of put it together, but doesn't really make any sense. So you are a little skeptical of people standing, and you are quite skeptical and almost unwilling to welcome anybody's opinion to your life. So there is that kind of shut off those, even though you are maybe engaging with that kind of exchange of opinion, suggestion, feedback, comments from people, but I really don't think you are engaged at all. And I feel like gradually you are may not even engaging, may not even sharing much to other people, like about your life. You don't feel like you need to share right now. This is like a very day-to-day energy I'm getting. Nothing big and gigantic, grandiose event. It's just the day-to-day flowing emotions. Okay, then we got Father of Pentacles, and then we got the Emperor in reverse. Oh, they give me very specific message. Cancer, so this may not be for everyone, so I'm gonna tell what the first message is, then I'm gonna see what the other messages they're giving. Okay, so I really feel like this is some kind of these are, both of them are very Capricornic energy here. I really feel like that maybe there is a strong Capricorn energy around you, and you really feel like that's why you have disbelief of people wisdom or people standing, because you feel like the people that maybe somebody really disappointed you. It could be anybody. It could be your father, it could be your brother, but I really feel some kind of masculine figure had disappointed you. And how they disappointed you is like they are all wise, knowing, care, like, like, I got it, I'm the support, I'm the tree you can lean on, like king, father of pentacle, that kind of stability, like that kind of reliability. But you realize, because you know this person very well, it could be your spouse, it could be your partner, it could be your husband, like it could be anybody, that you are very much intertwined with in however way. And you realize that there is no actual drive or actual, like, like, it almost feel like the king without the clothes. Like king is, it's like this, oh my god, yeah, they're like, the king is wearing this crown, is this colorful crown to dominate or to assert their power. Oh, I am the king. But when you go inside, it's like the emperor in reverse. It's like almost like they almost like do not hold that energy inside to match what they show outside. So there is a discrepancy between image and identity. You found, it could be like that you worship or respect your dad or father figure, or your brother, elder brother, or your or your husband, or somebody, like, I'm getting very masculine energy, so that's why I'm naming all this male relationship. It could be female as well. Let's say you really, really respected them, you really, really look up to them, but then when you really got to know them or pay attention, you feel like everything is like empty vessel sound much. Is something, there is some kind of amplification into their energy that doesn't really match with their inner standing and where they are internally, where they are at their in their core. So you feel like it somehow kind of shook your belief, or somehow kind of took you out of this. Maybe you are the person who always got attracted to people who can hold their power, people who can command, people who can show that they are in charge, people who can guide others, people who can be a leader, people who can tell, like, really vibe with other energy and nurture them, not nurture them like yours way, like, okay, you should do this, like giving them like a solid, practical, really uplifting advices. And you always maybe get attracted to that kind of energy, and you're realizing most of the people that you are attracted to by default of that energy, you always get disappointed because there is some kind of flamboyant, like almost like puffed off our external image, which really doesn't hold the fire that you think there will be when there is that kind of external image. So there is a discrepancy, and that kind of made you very skeptical at this moment to believe in others, people, people who like sound like they know what they're doing, they sound like they're giving people advice or really guiding them to some kind of better situation. You really do not trust those. You really feel like that you need to maneuver through yourself in order to guide yourself. Nobody cannot really guide you, because there is like a trust is broken when it comes to authority, when it comes to somebody who assert leadership, compassion, like this kind of knowledge oriented personality. Yeah, that's why this holding fire inside in the Seven of Wands and the creating the space for yourself is, that's why this message is coming so like again and again. It's like, that's why you maintaining your space just for yourself is so important. Because right now you are not relying on anybody to help you or guide you or suggest you or advise you or opinion, like give you an opinion. So if you want all these things come from yourself, you need to create space within yourself so that you can process all this knowledge to give it to yourself, and wisdom to give it to yourself. Okay, is there anything else? Let's see. I'm still pulled to this Temperance in reverse. I'm gonna get one more card. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. You see, it's like spider. Other day I was thinking, spider is a very smart creature, isn't it? Just think about it. They make their entire house, which is their web, in the air with nothing but their saliva. That like that's like extremely resourceful, don't you think? Spider, and so innovative. Can you think about that? Like, we build house, we call ourselves intelligent, the most intelligent one, but we need so many materials. There is a lot of intelligence and creativity involved in our that what we create. But look at the spider. They create the entire home out of their own body. They don't need any external material, and they're creating it in the air. Like, such an alternative thought. It literally just hanging in the air. And okay, so I don't know, it just came to me. So Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I really feel like that there is a big disappointment from some kind of figure or character or situation which you really looked up to. Cancer, which you really looked up to. And if I'm not wrong, I feel really feeling like a strong Capricornic energy, no matter how that energy is placed, but strong Capricornic energy, which is your opposite. And with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I really feel like this person, you really felt like this person can do anything. This person has this wisdom and intelligence and compassion to be like a spider, like create something out of nothing in the middle of the air. That's like a ninja move. That's like a samurai move. So, but it all felt at the end is some kind of fake, almost like a fake representation to gain to gain admiration, that kind of admiration from others, like you had for this person. But you felt like it's all like almost like a show. There is no reality. There is no practical substance to their outer grandeur representation of their skills. It almost like, something disappointed you. And that's why, you're like, what? Don't come to me, give me suggestion about life and what to do and what not to do. You may be some kind of self-proclaimed whatever guru or leader, but I don't trust you. I feel like, you do things because whatever reason you do, but it definitely not coming from your inner fire. Because I went within and I saw there is no Emperor in reverse. There is like some kind of discrepancy. You project this outer image that you want it to be, but you don't work on yourself to really match with the reality internally. So there is like a disappointment, and you almost like a detest this, that you got disappointed by this, because it's almost like it feels, I feel a little bit of slow dose of betrayal here. You feel like that. I don't know, I'm not saying it's a betrayal, but you feel like, if you feel like it is for you, right? Okay, Cancer, I think I'm gonna stop here. This is what I got, and I hope it gives you something that is like somehow useful to you in this moment. And I will talk to you next time. Okay, take care. Bye bye.